Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to pay tribute to a friend of yours and mine, Thomas Sully, husband of the late Donna Evans Sully. Tom passed away on April 8, 2022 at the St. John Regional Hospital. Tom was born on June 15, 1942 in St. John and was the son of the late Mary Rita Kennedy Sully and the late Clarence Percy Sully. Mr. Speaker, I would also ask for a few extra moments today as well. It has taken me a lot of courage this week, over the last 2 weeks since I've been back. Fact of the matter is, Tom Sully was the greatest friend I ever had. He was a big brother I always wanted. He was born and raised in the North End, and the day after his passing, the North End simply felt a whole lot emptier. He was a stalwart at St. Peter's Church in St. John. He graduated from St. John Vocational School. He loved his time on Kennebecasis Island where he had a cottage, and the only disagreement he and I ever had was he was as passionate about his Red Wings as I was my Toronto Maple Leafs. Mr. Speaker, Tom is survived by his daughters Kim, Tracy, son Jason, sister Wendy, his cousin George Kennedy, and his grandchildren, Parker, Renee, and Daryl. He was incredibly proud of all of you. It was evident every time he and I were together. Mr. Speaker, after a distinguished career in the St. John Police Force where he retired as inspector, he came to work in my riding office for 6 years. Then he went on, Mr. Speaker, to be my special assistant at the Department of Environment. He loved his community, he loved defending and helping our constituents, and he loved this province. He and I also shared a passion, Mr. Speaker, for checking out every back road we could find. And check them out we did, from Escumenac, New Brunswick to Ellsworth, Maine. In fact, I remember one day sitting on his front step saying I wanted to go check out some canoes and kayaks. Old Towns. When he realized I wanted to actually go to the Old Town plant in Maine, he said, "What are we waiting for?" Mr. Speaker, later on that night, there we were still bouncing around New England, fully intending to come back to New Brunswick at some point that night, and leaving our wives to wonder, where were those two jokers now? Mr. Speaker, all of us that knew him will miss him, and I have every reason to believe I will see my friend again. Godspeed, Tommies.